This is what's left of my glass. This was my number 30 pipe. The 30th pipe I ever made.
So I have a
Wow.
friend I haven't seen in a long time.
Yeah.
We grew up on a Wahoo back in the 60s and 70s. He was my neighbor across the street. His name was Rob Binto.
Yeah.
And went to the University of Hawaii. And he became a student professor where he was getting paid by the university to blow glass at the university. See what I'm saying? So he was like a paid student.
Wow.
We got-
Like Leonardo da
Well, it's
Vinci.
called work study.
No, well, he was getting paid to be there and teach.
Yeah, it's work study.
Leonardo was like that.
He went on to study with the guy that from Seattle that does all the world-renowned glass. It's a really weird name. Yes,
Chihui.
Chihuly. He went over to Chihuly and studied with Chihuly over in Seattle.
Wow.
And he came back and
Is that
over
garbage?
here. And the last time I heard of where he was over in Kona, blowing glass over there. And I want to find him. I haven't talked to him in way too long. I sure hope he's still alive. But Rob Binto.
Rob Bento.
Yes.
Wow.
I'm guaranteed he's a very famous, well-known glass blower.
Nice.
Don't say I never did anything for you. I'm putting this in my garbage can.
And he's been blowing for over 40 years. You know, probably 40, 45 years he's been blowing, so. At least 40 years. 42 years, so 42 years, something like that.
Dude, I had some Dale Chihuly videos, like a box of videos of him, and like learn, in my stuff somewhere. I haven't seen it since I've been. You know what I mean?
So
I hope I get
discombobulated.
Yep. Yeah, I mean, I'm in mayhem right now, but I thought it was
You're
cool.
in transition.
Yeah,
You're not in mayhem.
in transition.
You're in transition.
Yeah, that's a good way to look at it.
Yeah, because mayhem refers to something negative.
Yeah.
And you're not in a negative situation. You're just in transition. You're positively moving forward.
Yep.
That's not mayhem.
Yep.
That's transition.
Yeah.
And your words cast spells upon yourself and everyone around you. Your thoughts cast spells in your heart that other people aren't receiving, but your heart is. When you take those thoughts and you release them in verbal language, now you're expanding that creation of that into becoming a more real, because you're casting a spell outwardly onto other people. You expand that spell that you're casting with that thought.
Nice.
So your heart will believe whatever your mind tells it. Heart is very whimsical. Will believe whatever. Your mind is where reality comes in. So your heart depends on that reality that your mind is capable of being.
Yeah.
So if you're casting spells on your heart that are negative spells, then you're going to live out those spells because you cast them on yourself.
Yeah, it's like talking about your problems and stuff.
Talking just like mayhem. No, it's not. It's transition. It's a good thing.
Yeah.
It's casting a spell.
Oh wow. Okay.
Every thought,
Okay.
every word, every action is the gift of creation. The trifecta, thought, word, action, is a full fruition, full creation of our power of creation. If I want to build a boat, I can't just think about it. I can't just talk about it. I got to pick up some tools and create the boat.
Yeah.
But I got to create it with my thoughts first.
Yeah.
Then I speak about it. Then I physically do it, and I create whatever I want. And that's what life is. Thought, word, action. You have to endure or enjoy what you create.
Yep.
You have the choice whether you want to live in hell or heaven right now.
By what you're doing.
Right now.
How you
Not
spend
when
your
you
time.
die.
Yep.
Not when you die. Right now.
Yep.
Which one do you want to live in? You want to live in heaven or hell? That all comes out of you.
Yep.
You are creating your own heaven, your own hell, with your own thoughts, your own words, and your own deeds. And it all starts from the seed, the thought. So if you're having negative thoughts, you're never going to have positive consequences, ever.
Yeah.
If you're having positive thoughts, positive words, and positive deeds, you're going to end up with a positive outcome. If you're having negative thoughts and negative words and negative deeds, what are you going to end up with? Shit. And it just is. It's not religion. It's the recipes that we were given by our Creator. And He explains the consequences of those recipes to us. He doesn't do these things to us. He gives us the freedom to either have these things happen or not happen in our lives, good or bad, by our own thoughts, our own words, our own action, our own intuition. It's us creating what we enjoy or endure. Every day, all day. So it's your choice. Do I want to live in hell and focus on the can'ts, the wants, the unachievable, to try to control other people, to achieve my thoughts?
Right?
You can't. It won't work. You'll live in hell. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah.
You got to be more patient and more kind to your own heart and to your own process. Okay? I want to go here, but there's a process to get there. So let the process happen. Don't force it.
Yeah, yeah. And you never force anything or you'll break it.
Well, it's not going to come out the way you expect it to if you force it in the first place.
Yeah, yeah.
You'll be disappointed. That was a lot of effort for nothing.
Yeah.
Just stay focused on what can I enjoy today that is going to make me happy today, that I'm enjoying doing what I'm doing, and I'm being successful in creating whatever I create today. Even if it's not everything I could have done, here's what I did do, and I got this done. It's cool. And sometimes it's, well, today was a day for me to cry. And that's okay too. Because sometimes you gotta cry. And it's okay. It's all okay. It's like love. Love has a price. It's gonna cost you. You have a dog for 15 years and it dies. What's gonna happen? You're gonna hurt. You raise children, they grow up and they leave. What's gonna happen? You're gonna hurt.
Yeah.
Right? You love your parents, they pass away. What's gonna happen? You're gonna hurt. All love has a price.
Yeah.
So it's okay. And the pain you feel for the sake of love is worthy of the tears.
Yeah.
And it's okay.
Yeah.
And it's okay to cry.
Yeah.
Be grateful for the tears because they're part of that love you just shared.
Cherish the experience of
because
the feeling.
That feeling is part of that love. They're part of each other.
Yep.
Embrace it. Oh, that's a good cry.
Totally. Right?
Things are what they are and just let them be. Don't try to force it. Don't try to evade it. Just live it.
Yep.
That's simple. You know, it's not. It's actually way more simple than people try to make it. They try to make it so hard, and it's not. Thought, word, action, creation. What do you want to create? What do you want to live? You know, do you want to live in this or that? It's your choice. You're creating it. It's your what do they call it? It's your matrix.
Yeah.
You're creating it. It's not the matrix. You are the matrix.
Right. Yeah. It's our own game, right? It's everybody's
yeah,
like
blame the matrix and this and that. No.
We're
you
all
are the creator of your own matrix.
Yeah, we're playing our own game. Yep.
Yes, and a lot of people play against themselves.
Yeah. Yep. Good words. Good words. Oh, yeah. She was coming back. What was her name? Allah. That girl. That lady's name was Allah. Oh, yeah. So this was the 30th pipe I've ever made. I just colored, started blobbing. Well, I tried an inside-out section. This is the first inside-out section I tried, and through, and then inside a tube, and then the end of it, instead of coiling it closed, I started blobbing colors on top and trying to close it up, clump style, and then raked it and all that, and anyway. It's like lava flowing down a hill, but also it's got like tentacles and connectors and bridges and stuff. Like, I mean, these are like, dude, who starts blowing glass and starts doing it like this badass right off the bat? That's what I'm telling you. Like, dude, this is like the only proof that I have that I'm a very talented artist. It's like ponder spirals just going down in history as nobody. When, you know what I mean? Like, I've been inventing and creating and at the head of the curve of science and alchemy and understanding psychology and all this stuff. I mean, dude, I'm right there at the cusp, and people just don't even give me credit. I come to Hawaii and they're just like, oh well, why aren't you rich then? You know, if you're so what you say you are, why aren't you rich? Because I have not been concerned about that part of the game. As long as I have glass blowing tools and I have musical instruments and I have recording equipment and I can save my ideas, and you know, like, maybe I start projects, maybe one day I will come back to them and I will continue where I left off, and maybe one day I'll finish. You know, like, it's not that hard to see that I've got talent and capabilities, and when I apply them, the talent and the skills and the capabilities, um, you know, I can work magic, dude. So it's just all a matter of time. Like, as an artist, right? I mean, Leonardo da Vinci, he had so many different styles of art that he was into. Painting was just one of those things that he did. You know, yeah, you can put that on the wall, but it's like, you know, he was an inventor, dude. He kept coming up with ideas. He was working on anti-gravity craft. He was working on fluid motion and like, he was on his way to plasma physics as well. And so, you know, like, I don't know if I'm Leonardo da Vinci reincarnated or not. I definitely have Joan of Arc's blood in me, and I remember being burned at the stake. But you know, like, some artists are undiscovered until they're gone, and then everybody's just like, "Whoa, that guy was a trip! Like, what the hell, dude?" Every time I ran into him, I just felt like leveled up somehow. I'm like, what the fuck, you know? So I'm trying to be a spiral that is spiraling in all directions, at all times, in all ways, in all, you know, possibilities at the same time. It's just what I've done. It's just like, I can't choose. I can't just be a glass blower my whole life and just sit there on the torch, fill the head shops with my glass. You know, every time I would come up with new ideas, people would copy me and they would change they would like undercut me after copying my ideas, and then I would just be like, wow, I simplified it and made it, you know what I mean? Like, wow, all right, well, just take my ideas and steal them and just whatever, right? I'll come up with new stuff, and it kept me on my toes. And it's not like I need recognition, or, you know, like, I have almost like a self-defeating lack of confidence. Like, I try to be humble. My humility level is just like, oh yeah, whatever, just me, you know. And I'm not trying to brag, but like, You know, like I'm so afraid of looking like I'm trying to brag that I just don't self promote. I don't say like, dude, hello. So here I am. It's just a little bit of a, what did he call it? It's not mayhem. It's transition. I'm having some transitional pains going on as I'm losing everything that I've ever worked for, like a wizard. Can you imagine, like, right, the little kids in the village all coming up on the wizards like all of his science projects and all that stuff, and just like tearing it all apart, and his astronomical things and all this stuff. You know, he's just been counting and keeping track of all this stuff, and right, and like the Roman soldiers coming in and stabbing what's his name? Not Plato. Um, the astron. Oh, man. Anyway, the guy Galileo. Yeah. Anyway, dude. He's like, no, not my math. You're interrupting my math equation. They had no idea. They didn't care. It's just a piece of paper to them. It's the same thing as this lady with admitting the other day that she had a box of my coins given to her, and she probably just dumped them in a coin star. I spent a year going through coins, figuring out which ones were definitely worth more than face value. Like just going through coin rolls, like you wouldn't even believe, and like holy crap. And then, right? She's like, nope, there was no coins. Just spending them. She would rather have a penny than me have $1,300. You know, that's kind of a big deal. It's just like, well, I'll rent you space and you can do this if you want to like blow glass and all that. And I'm like, I don't know, man. I don't know. How's it going?
Okay. It's amazing how people stress themselves out. You remember how I just told you how you create things?
Yeah.
Well, see, she's stressing herself out because she has her expectations, the way she thinks you need to be doing what you need to be doing. And it's her thoughts, not yours.
Yeah, right. Her idea of how it's going to be,
right,
like, and
what
she's got.
and see, that's going on in her, and you're doing your own little thing. You're not even aware of what's going on in her.
Yeah.
And she's like expecting you to understand what she's thinking or feeling, and it's like it doesn't work that way. That's what I'm talking about. People projecting their stuff out on other people. Like if I'm angry, the anger didn't came from you; it comes from me. So who needs to deal with the anger? You or me?
Right. I mean, I'm just saying.
Like,
I'm a mirror, and
right,
so and some people don't want to look in the mirror. Like they're just like, well.
I'm just talking in general how people are. It's like if I'm crying and upset, I'm going to call somebody that wants me. I want somebody else to join in on my tears.
Yeah.
Like I want them to take ownership with me on it. You know.
Yeah.
And it's not fair.
Yeah.
Well, no matter what it is, whether it's anger or tears or even happiness, to try to force other people to be happy because you're happy. I'm having a good time. Everybody get over and be as happy as I am. It's like that's not fair.
Yeah.
We got to understand that what's going on to us is ours. And we need to process and deal with ours instead of worrying about what other people think, say, or do. Because we can't control any of that.
Yep. Yeah, she's got my computers. She's like, I'm not giving you your computers until you pay me. I'm like, I already paid you for storage, and now you're like adding up all these little things that bubbles chewed up her slippers and all this stuff. I'm like, dude, I'm not going to be able to.
Right. So you know these things about her.
Yeah.
You know she's she's like in 500 directions at once.
Yeah.
You know that her mind is so busy she can't even stay in one place in her own mind.
Yeah.
So why would you expect anything else besides that?
Yeah.
So you're putting yourself in harm's way.
Yeah.
So in the long run,
I need to step away. Yeah.
And bring your stuff with you that you actually want to keep.
Yep.
And don't worry about the struggle or the strife that she's trying to create, that she's trying to drag you into.
Yeah. Right.
Focus on what your goals are, do what you would do, and move forward, but remove yourself from it.
Yep.
Because it's always going to be like that with her.
Yeah.
Always.
Yep.
She's got a house back in the mainland.
Yep.
Drama going on down there.
Yeah.
There's a house over here. Drama with the neighbors in the house over here. You're storing stuff here. Drama with you.
Yeah. And every
So
time
what-
I see my stuff, it's like gone through
Right,
again and
So,
again and
where's
again.
the drama coming from? Is it coming from you?
No.
Right. So if you
I
keep
told her to
going-
just leave my stuff alone, and she
I
went
know,
through
but
it
if you-
5 times.
But if you keep going back for more, then whose fault is it then?
Yeah. Right. So I'm like,
It's
I don't
not
even know.
gonna change.
Do I rent for a month so I can try to blow glass and you know what I mean? Try to set it up once just to even blow glass and see I can blow glass, just to be able to get all my things together and accumulate it and show that you know
I
what I
would
mean?
move out as peacefully and get to gather your stuff as peacefully as you can,
Yeah. Yeah.
without as much conflict as possible, because that's where she resides. She lives in conflict.
Yeah. Yeah.
She lives there.
Yeah. Yeah. The creator.
Yeah, and she's creating conflict in her own mind daily. And she's going 5 different directions, creating 5 different conflicts. And when she's talking to someone face to face, it's different than what she's saying when she's talking about the same person when they're not there. So there's not even consistency.
Yeah. Yeah.
See what I'm saying?
No. Yeah. Sometimes I show up and it's just like all gates.
Well, there's no consistency. Well, it's okay. It doesn't matter what her thing is. You know,
Yeah.
I have my own opinion about all that, but it's mine.
Yeah.
It's not yours. And yours doesn't affect me because I know mine's true to me. You understand that?
Yep. Yeah. Thank you. This Allah isn't coming back with the stuff. I'll start a new one here in a minute. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I do like to play with fire. I do. I do. Oh man. Ah. Right. My mushroom push. This mushroom. What is it? Glows in the dark. The stem glows in the dark. Isn't that cool, dude? It looks like a real essence. I figured out how to do that myself. That's right. Trial and error and using my imagination. That's right. That's right. I'm an ash mower. I mean, wait, a glass blower. I mean, wait, I don't know what I am, actually, because I don't have my torch. I don't have my damn oxygen tank. I don't have my transformers. Scorponok Decepticon toy. Look at that, smashed and broken. That was in mint condition, collectible. Now I might as well just open the damn thing, dude. Play with the damn toy. And I have to be grateful to get it back. Just be like, well, at least I got that back. Hell yeah. Gratitude. It's just like the only kind of attitude to have, because otherwise you're gonna have a poopy diaper and you don't want to make everyone smell that shit. So try to clean up after yourself and be tuned in to the powers that be. Mr. Bubs, he is a good little boy. and like have fun with what you're doing. Be grateful for the sun.